Hello and welcome to another update video about LINK. We want to start on the larger time frame wave count, looking at the bigger picture on the LINK chart. We talk about the bullish and bearish scenario in this video. First of all, let's look at the long-term chart, which is basically the daily chart here in this instance. Maybe we should switch to 4 days because then we can see the entire chart. It's a chart that you as a channel member can access 24/7 basically. As silver and gold members, you get access to all of our TradingView live charts. And at the moment, it's time to update all of these. The weekly charts don't really have to be updated very often. So just checking them. This one didn't have to be updated at all. So first of all, let's talk about maybe the bearish scenario, to be honest, first. Just adjusting this so you see the entire chart to the top. The thing is, on this chart, we have a potential 3-wave move to the upside into the May 21 highs. And the market to the downside, well, I can only see really clearly 3 waves down, okay, in red wave 1. So let's start in the bearish count. What is certainly a valid interpretation is an ABC structure to the upside. And then wave 1 of a diagonal pattern in 3 waves to the downside. The market is currently working on basically a wave 2 in a flat. So A wave overshooting B wave to the downside, C wave rally, which could be nearly done. And if we then see the market take out the June lows, then good night. And we can go to, well, $3 and below. Wave 3, wave 4, wave 5. You know, that would be the bearish scenario. Cannot be ruled out until the market breaks above a certain level that we're going to talk about, and until the market can show us that it can hold a higher low after the current rally. But this is not the primary scenario. It is a, well, it is a, let's say, realistic and also likely option, but it's not my primary scenario. So let's take a look at the bullish count in which a 3rd wave topped in 21. 3 waves down in somewhat weird structure. I have to say that it is a bit of a weird structure. So there are ways to count it, but this C wave is absolutely messy. However, it's still a valid scenario. The price found support in the long-term support zone, like a trend reversal zone, something where long-term investors can look for lows and add positions, which worked out nicely. And then we have our 5th wave to the upside possibly unfolding right now. So in terms of the red scenario, it will become less likely with a break above the $32.30 level, because that's the 78.6 retrace. At the moment, the market is consolidating below the 50% retracement level at $16.73. So it's respecting that, but also structural resistance. But there will be resistances along the way, $21.96 and $32.33. But you see it, we have structural resistance levels marked out on the chart as well that need to be broken, you know, for the price to keep climbing higher. Obviously, at the moment, the wave 1 in yellow is likely still unfolding. I assumed it's a diagonal, but it might actually be an impulse, which would be good. Then a wave 2 pullback will need to hold a higher low after wave 1 is complete, and then we should be able to trend higher over the coming months if we get 5 waves up, in this wave 1, which we should do according to, you know, as long as, you know, it's respecting the parameters on the smaller time frames, which it's doing at the moment. And then as soon as we have the wave 1 in yellow complete, I'm going to add a support area for the wave 2. Now, in my primary scenario, it should follow the yellow pathway higher. I will change my scenario, or I will change my opinion should the price not hold support in the wave 2 pullback in the next deeper pullback. Now let's take a look at the shorter time frame count. Here we can see this is the wave 1 to the upside. To be honest, maybe I should switch the yellow count to white. I don't know why it's yellow. Let's do that quickly here together. Otherwise there might be confusion along the different time frames. It's just a color. Yeah, so we've got our 5-wave move to the upside. So we see it here that this 5th wave is likely now in the making. Wave 5 of 1 that I just showed you on the 4-day chart, on the daily chart. And this wave 5 might be in the making. Wave 4 did possibly complete here on the 8th of January at around $12.50, and the wave 5 might be in the making. But if wave 5 is in the making, I've got a small change to the last video. Actually, not a change. I just made the alternative micro count the primary, just because it looks better. We didn't have any invalidation, but it looks a bit better. So it could be an ending diagonal in wave 5 of 1. Should be a 5-wave move, then you can't trust it because of the overlapping price action. So at this stage, I would not be surprised at all if the wave 4 is still in the making. Okay, so we might easily get a reset of wave 4 a little lower, possibly to touch the trend line or even the $11 level, which is the 38.2 retracement of the third wave. But for now, as long as the last swing low is holding, which is here the wave 2 low and invalidation point for this microstructure at $13.60, $13.56, $13.60. As long as this level is holding, an ending diagonal to the upside could unfold. The B wave of wave 3, though, was very deep. But if it continues to go and break above the last highs here, especially $16.36, then it would confirm this micro count, which at the moment is my primary scenario. But again, it's approached from a mindset we can't really trust it because it's not impulsive. It's at best a diagonal, but we've got some key levels to watch. And if this is the case, then the third wave should take us closer to that already mentioned resistance that you can see on the longer time frame, on the larger time frame, $18, around $18. I think it's $18.30 actually, to be more precise. Depends on which exchange you're looking at. So that is the next milestone target, as well as key breakout point that the bulls need to bring the price above. Need to break above it. And then in 5 waves, the price should be able to reach $21 plus. That would be ideal in this wave 5 of 1. That's one key target, the 2.382 extension. But we need to be very mindful at this stage. It can still easily break down, but in the last few days, LINK actually made a good impression. That's my update about LINK. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. And yeah, thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.